Hey guys, here's a brief intro on how to use a structure data type in Sysmac. And I think the most obvious way to do this is by demonstrating an HMI, like how you would use an HMI to control a machine. So in general, you'd have something that maybe starts your main process and does your start machine. So this would be, a bad example. Because what does start mean? Who starts it? Is it a button? Is it a touchscreen? Is it a remote signal from a PLC? Started somewhere else? You don't know. A better way to do it would be by good naming convention. So maybe you have HMI start, and you'd have your start machine, in which case we'd have to get rid of this. Then maybe you have a push button start as well. So two ways to start your machine, which this is fine. This isn't horrible. At least you're categorizing the inputs. However, a better way could be to use a data type, because we might have multiple HMIs. We're going to need a way to stop the machine, so we'll have HMI stop, and we would need a stop machine. And eventually you're going to get a bunch of these that just have your HMI prefix, and it's good naming convention, but there's a neater way to do this. Especially as your machines get bigger and bigger, it becomes very important to categorize and standardize your naming conventions. And the other thing becomes, what if you have your, like a part count? So how do you could do main cycle complete, and we'll have an increment. And you want to increment your part count. But then do we give the part count to the HMI? This doesn't have the prefix. And it could kind of muddy the waters. What if you're dealing with an assembly that has multiple parts of different counts? So let's create a data type. So we'll create a data type. This is the name of it. This is similar to a class in like script, text programming if you're familiar. But if not, this is basically a container, like an object that holds a bunch of its own private data, like data. So we'll just call this the HMI, and we'll add call members. So different items that are in the HMI data type that we can reference later. So we can do things like main cycle start, main cycle stop. Maybe we want a homing start. And actually in general, main cycle stop, this can just be stop, because you pretty much always want any stop to stop everything. But if not, you can break it out, up to you. Anyway, then maybe we want part count current, part count batch, which will be ints. And you can use any data type in any of these fields here. So this is basically a object of the HMI that just has its own specific variables. So to create this HMI type, this is just a type. That does not exist in your program until you add it to your global variables, or any variable for that matter. So we'll just call this HMI of type the HMI. And that's why we called it the HMI. You cannot have a name and a type be the same. So now, when we want to reference this in our program, instead of HMI start, we'll do HMI period, main cycle start, HMI period, stop. So then, if we want to say get an integer value, well, this cleans it up. That's kind of the point. So now, every time we reference the HMI, we only see whatever variables we just created in our data type area of the items we want to reference. So when I usually do an extra program that is called to from HMI, and in this I would do things like send and receive data from the HMI. So part count, for instance, we could do a move command, and we would do part count goes to the HMI dot part count current. So then when you need to export your tags, export global you need to go to publish. You got to make, if you want to export anything for tags, you got to have your data type be network type publish. So tools, export, CX, that's what I use. And we paste it, we can see they all have the HMI prefix. So depending on what HMI you're using when you import them, I use Bayer, so it categorizes them nicely. That's it.